So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre-forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
So we're up and running. Bristol have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Akanji. Mount. Played out to the left flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Spread neatly. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Oh, that one's going nowhere. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Bristol are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Ball is over the line. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Spread out to the left. That's a throw. Caicedo. Messi. Can he get onto this? Can he get away here? It's Kane! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Turns back here, probably the best option. He's a sharp little ball here. Kane! Harry Kane! Off the scale! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Harry Kane.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Svensson. Rice. Well seen. Saw that coming. Akanji gets a foot in here. Spread it left. And they are prompt with their pressing. Bristol do have a chance to counter here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Rice. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance here. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's shifting through the gears here. Muscular approach does pay off here. Cunha going face-to-face with his great rival. That's destined for the flank. Svensson finding himself in space. Bullish header! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Harry Kane.
And yes, it's him again. So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now it's Kane. Great defending, strong and determined. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi has the space to scheme. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. That's Mount. And it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Alexander-Arnold in acres of space out wide. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mount. And it's Caicedo. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Chance here to counter. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, good take and a good air. And the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Rice. And that is the end of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that was a gem of a half. Remarkable on all fronts. The difference is 2, but still, all things are possible. So we're off again. No way through. He's picked his way through. Looking to play him in. He has a look up. It's just beyond his reach. Messi. Has another go! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Mount. Here's Matheus Cunha. Svensson. No, that's been intercepted. Tries to pass it through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Delivers with whip. Rice clears it away.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
He won't be happy with that one. He can run onto that. That's good defending, very good defending. Alexander-Arnold. Caicedo. Out of play for a throw. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's on it, can he get away? And he's straight offside. Akanji. Kane being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good spread. That pass isn't the best. And this is Kane. Matheus Cunha. Svensson. Great vision. Rice, who's set up one goal so far. And it's Van Dijk. And Akanji. Mount. Kane receives it in a good position here. Oh, well measured. And this is Messi. And Messi! And there's a goal! They are playing them off the park.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good strength. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rice. Now it's Kane. Mount. Looking for the run. Oh, super ball. And a chance! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Kane has just shown why those situations demand a higher grade of focus. He fluffed it.
Substitution for Bristol, number 14.
Time then for the first
Number
substitution
20.
of the game.
Coming on the field, number 36, number 34.
And it's hoisted clear. Cunha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Passes coming off in quick succession here. The referee's awarded a free kick. Greenwood shifted it to the flank, knocks it out wide, and no, that was never going to make it. Rice, Van Dijk, just 5 minutes left. Messi, Greenwood, it's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Akanji gets it away. Kane. And it's Caicedo. Matheus Cunha.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
And it's Rice. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's shifting through the gears here. Wallace, and the referee brings it to a close. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Kane picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And now, lining up for
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I've always liked the very all-round capabilities of this fella, Bruno Guimaraes. He's strong, competitive, aggressive without the ball, but one of the better distributors when he's on it. He usually slots into a deep midfield role, linking up with the wide men and centre-backs, but he's just as effective when he gets further up the pitch to find something more telling.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. So we're up and running.
Newcastle always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Osula. Cross into the box. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. And it's Mount. And that interception was most necessary. Opts for safety. Byrne. Botman. Bruno Guimaraes. Willock. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. Cunha gets across and deals with it. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Caicedo. Both sides exercising caution for now. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Botman. That's Willock. And it's Messi.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
That is lovely. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Not the most accurate pass. Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Byrne.
Newcastle definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Spread to the right. No outsmarting him this time. Hall defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Osula. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. Great vision.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Hall looking sharp there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Akanji. Alexander-Arnold. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Mount. There's the impressive jump! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Bruno Guimaraes. Jacob Murphy. And he's forced to go back. Osula. That's a good ball out wide. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Caicedo. And here's Mount. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now the delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Can he get on the end of this? Spread neatly. Now it's Mount. Well, they could break here. Hall. Rice with a definite foul there. Messi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And Alexander-Arnold. Svensson. Here's Matheus Cunha. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mount, played out to the left flank. Svensson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And it's Hall. Oh, nice touch. Look at the space here. Shapes to shoot! They want to be quick to recover this.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Mount. Svensson. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, good spread. Pass somewhat off target. Hall. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Caicedo. And it's Messi. Caicedo is being harried and hassled.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
And this is Messi. Here's Matheus Cunha, and here's Mount. Oh, that's neat. There's the shot! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Botman. Burn. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Played out wide. That is good alertness. Caicedo. Matheus Cunha. He's found space here. He's found a way through. Mount. Not a hint of offside here. Hangs one in. Bullish header! No, just not quite.
Messi is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Substitution for Newcastle, number 27.
Newcastle choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And here's Kane. That has been slung wide. Svensson unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Akanji. Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Mount. And it's Rice. For Rice. Tries one from range. He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Substitution for Newcastle, number 18.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Lewis Hall. Coming on the field, number
Burn.
20. Anthony Elanga.
Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
Harvey Barnes.
Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mount goes looking wide, and he's picked it up out wide. Looking for options for movement. Caught offside that time.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Botman, Willock, Bruno Guimaraes are nicely intercepted.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Threads one in.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Zhao. Now it's Murphy. Can he get it through? Van Dijk cuts out the pass.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he can thump it away.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
He's on it. Can he get away? This
is the time you need that pace.
Elanga. That has not
added
gone well.
minutes have been indicated.
And this is Kane. Spread out to the left. Mathias Cunha! He lifts the roof! Mass euphoria! Ecstasy! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So that's it. It is all over. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Mathias Cunha taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Well,
Hello,
I thought
everyone.
only one
This
team
is
could
an
win this,
announcement from
certainly
the
in the
local
last few
police.
minutes, Peter.
Please take a
They
look
didn't
at the
half make
screen
it
for
hard on
details
themselves,
of
but
the current
sometimes
road
you just have to
closures
win
around the
games
stadium.
whatever way you can, and that they did.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Well, what a sight
today's
this is. A
match.
beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And this is now today's
Well, it's fair to
lineup.
presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
So off we go then.
Crystal Palace really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel...
Impressive job! It's bounced back off the post. Here comes another cross. Henderson claims it without any fuss. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Hughes. And it's Messi. That has found him in acres of space. Riyad. Now Cardines. Hughes. And it's Lerma. Cardines. Turns back here, probably the best option. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hughes. And he's forced to go back. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Van Dijk tries to clear. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Mount. Spread to the right. And it's Hughes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Matheus Cunha. Rice. Svensson. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Svensson made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Munoz. Hughes. For Lerma. Kamada. Cardines. Riyad. And it's Klein. And Munoz. And it's Klein. For Lerma. Riyad. Kamada. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cunha going face-to-face with his great rival. Matheus Cunha. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Kane. This has gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
That is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Messi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. That has not gone well. Messi. Well timed, excellent interception.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Great position here. Oh, nice touch. Incoming delivery. Caicedo. Mount. Messi has found the net here, of course. Kane. And it's Messi. And Svensson. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been slung wide.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
And it's Rice. And here's Mount. Sarr. Hughes. And that brings the first half to a close.
Hello, everyone.
It's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. So off we go again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Now to Veni. And it's Munoz. Kamada. And it's Munoz. And the ball is out of play. Caicedo. That's Mount. Messi. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Opts for safety. Munoz. It's Klein. And it's Lerma. To Kamada. Messi. And here's Kane. That's going wide left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Getting up there! And that's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Harry Kane.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Tries one from range! Lacking in accuracy.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Veni. And that's gone loose. Delivers the ball. Oh, good effort! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Van Dijk. Svensson. Rice. Rice needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems...
And the shot! That's a fine save by Henderson. Oh, good-looking ball. Sarr. Now it's Kamada. No, again there's no way through. And it's Deveni. Riyad. Now Deveni. The defender is not giving up on this. And he's intervened well there. Munoz. Lerma. And it's Hughes. And it's Mount. Klein cuts it out. That's a sharp pass. Looking to play him in. Kamada wants to run onto this. Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold. Kane. Great defending, strong and determined. He's a sharp little... Oh, what has happened here? Pings in across. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Will somebody who can whip in a decent cross please make himself known to this team? It can't be that hard, can it?
Sarr, and they can counter here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Hughes. There they go, hunting in packs. Knocks it into space.
Crystal Palace
Really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Van Dijk. Svensson. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Cunha, who does have an assist to his name. Rice. And Svensson. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hughes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Caicedo with a definite foul there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substitution for Crystal Palace, number 55, number 18, Daichi Kamada. Coming on the field,
Alexander-Arnold
Number 20,
calmly anticipates.
Adam Wharton.
Van Dijk.
Number 28,
Alexander-Arnold.
Jay Doucouré.
Mount. And it's Caicedo. And Svensson. Caicedo. And Svensson. Matches Cunha.
There will be 1 minute.
Kane. That's going to go a long way. It's gone out for a throw-in. And that's it. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Kane taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Information provided by the local police.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. So it's down to business here. Barry is onto it in a flash. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Messi. Mount. That's Svensson. Mount. Gets a good foot in there. Played out to the left flank. And that pass just didn't quite work. Garner. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Messi. Now it's Mount. Alexander. He leaps for it. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Caicedo. And he's forced to go back. Rice. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's managed to get free. And he decides to cross it. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and...
Chance for a shot! It's there! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So, a breakthrough already. Messi, looking for options for movement. He has found the way through. First quarter of an hour gone. Tarkowski did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Mikolenko picks it up. Getting up there!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is lovely. Oh, he's been flattened there. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
Number 10, Iriman Ndiaye. Iriman Ndiaye. Iriman Ndiaye.
Everton restore parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me.
He's rising! That's going wide left. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Messi does really well to win the ball there. Can he get it through? And that's a simple one for the keeper. Rice proves too strong. O'Brien. And Keane. And Ndiaye. Mikolenko. Looking for the run. Space for him to turn and look. Barry. Always onto this. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. For Rice. Spread it left. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Crosses it in here. Oh, great leap! And that's in! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter!
After 35 minutes,
It was wonderfully efficient.
number 18.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Tarkowski. That's been cut out, well played. Van Dijk. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Garner. He's looking wide. Urabunam. Urabunam receives it in a wide position. Oh, well played. Looking here to chip it through. Not a hint of offside here. Matheus Cunha. And it's Kane. Now, can they get him away?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Kane.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's the throw. Messi's cross. Keeper has taken decisive action. And here's Messi. Kane. And that has been knocked clear. That's the end of the first 45. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So it has been pretty frantic here, everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. And so the action is resumed. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Cunha wins the duel this time. Van Dijk. And it's Caicedo. And Svensson. And it's Caicedo. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And he's being shifted off it. Oh, this looks sharp. Ndiaye looking understandably energised after his goal. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Mount being hunted in packs.
Look, if they want to shut down the threat, he's a very good...
Kane! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
After 59 minutes is...
That is glorious,
20.
as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Svensson. Akanji.
The attendance
Rice.
for this match is 28,997.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Garner. Barry. And it's Mikolenko. That is ended up in no man's land. Messi.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now it's Kane. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Cunha has the space to scheme. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Garner. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nicely spread. Messi finding himself in space. And it's hoisted clear.
Substitution for Everton, number 22, Dewsbury Hall. Number 42.
And he's had it nicked away.
Number 18, Jack Grealish.
Pass somewhat
Number
off target.
27, Idrissa Gueye.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. And here's Mount. Rice. Caicedo. And he's there to belt it away. Svensson. Akanji. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the shot! O'Brien getting this one clear. Matheus Cunha's cross. Tarkowski clears it away. Idrissa Gueye. Akanji. Van Dijk. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking to play him in, and he's certainly onside here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Idrissa Gueye. Barry. Now it's Grealish. And it's Gueye. Grealish. Mount. Rice. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Now it's Kane. Tries to play it through. This looks promising. And he's lost his... Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So now the difference is 3. Idrissa Gueye. Barry. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Grealish. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's put paid to the danger. Garner. That's destined for the flank. Not the most accurate pass. Tries one from range. It is a very, very good save. That's really well cleared. And the referee brings it to a close. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Mount picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Goal!